Rabata saved me. It participated in my saving. I was going through a very difficult part of my life. And subhanAllah, we all go through portions and life is ups and downs. And this is what I always assert to people is life is always in flux. I had reached 30. I grew up practicing Islam or learning to practice Islam. It was very much, I was learning with my parents and was married, had just had my third child, but I was just constantly unsettled. And I had difficulties in my marriage. I couldn't pinpoint what it was. I kept thinking it was me, so I kept readjusting and readjusting, and I essentially became a shell of a human being. I was very unsettled, and subhanAllah, I had somebody who I knew. I didn't know her, but we were in similar social circles. I liked her. She's an older sister. She just happened to text me during Shawwat, and she said, "Hey, do you want to fast the 6 days of Shawwat together?" I said, "Sure. I think that's a good idea." Because I was having trouble with my own deen because I'd always sought it out, but I had trouble holding on to it. And so she said, "How are you?" I said, "I'm okay." And she said, what's going on? Do you want to talk?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd like to." And I remember talking to her and I said, "I don't know. I'm really unsettled and I don't know what to do. And I think like, and she goes, "It sounds like you know what you're going to do." I said, "But I don't know but family and this." And she goes, "Did you pray?" I said, "Well, I'm having trouble praying. I'm scared to pray istikhara." She goes, "The fact that you're afraid to pray istikhara is probably you already know the answer." And I said, "Well, I'm going to try some other things first." And I mean, she's like, "Well, let's fast the 6 days, but you need to pray. You need to put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You need to align with Allah because only Allah is going to tell you. Nobody can tell you what to do. You need to trust yourself." And then went through the 6 days of Shawwal and started talking to her more. And then the Hajjah came and she says, "Do you want to do the pilgrims at home with me?" I said, "Sure." It was very difficult. It was a test. And I was like, but I need this. So Rabata was, I had started attending qiyams and I had started to just kind of engage myself in that space along with other Islamic spaces and just keep putting more Islam into me. And it became just practice. So now I have the pilgrims at home printed. And anytime I'm feeling kind of like I go back to it. It's not the Hajjah, it's not Yom Arafah, but those practices, those things, Rabata saved me. It participated in my saving because I had trouble holding on to my deen. Now it's you can't take it out of my hands. You'd have to kill me before you took it out of my hands. You tell me I can't pray, that's cool. I'll pray in a different corner. I'm not gonna negotiate my deen, even with my profession, with my children, with with what I am. I did end up getting divorced. I haven't looked back and been like, did I make the right decision? I am affirmed in that decision. And anytime I might for a slight second be like, maybe Allah's like, nope, don't forget. I told you, it's just I get realigned.